Hey everybody, it's low carb and keto nutrition specialist Amy Berger from toitnutrition.com bringing you keto without the crazy. If you like keto without the crazy, if you enjoy the message that I try to help people with about keeping keto simple and uncomplicated and cutting through all the extraneous unnecessary detail, then I want to tell you about something that I actually have in the notes of every video, notes down below, that I think many of you are probably not even aware of. And that is I am on Patreon. And every time I do a either spontaneous, unplanned, or scheduled live Q&A here on YouTube, it seems to be pretty popular. I mean, I can see the view count. There's a lot of people watching live, lots of people asking questions. So I wanted to tell you that I'm on Patreon because for the whopping price of $5 a month, you can have a live chat with me every week, once a week for $5 a month. Now, clearly that is a lot cheaper than a private consultation with me. So it's a group call. It's not a private one-on-one thing, but it's a group chat. It's a very casual discussion, but Q&A is welcome. I welcome all levels of low carb or keto wherever you are in the process, whether you're brand new or you've been at it a while and you just want to talk with like-minded people. It's all welcome. There's no question too basic or too advanced. I don't always have the answer, but somebody else who participates in the call might, or I can look into it, or we can just discuss for fun. So that is every week. Now, look at the link. It's patreon.com/2itnutrition. What a big shock. Patreon.com/2itnutrition. There's different levels that you can support me at. If you have no idea what Patreon is, it's patreon.com, and it's a way to give a little bit of financial support to people who produce content that you enjoy. Whether it's these videos that, they're free on YouTube. And if you enjoy them and you want to give me $1 or $2, $2 or $3 a month to say, hey, thanks for those videos, then that's, Patreon does that. Or people offer all kinds of different things, early access to podcasts, early access to blog posts, patron only content, things that they produce specifically for the people that support them on Patreon. So if you go to my Patreon page, there are a couple of different support tiers available if you are interested. There is a tier at $2 a month and $3 a month where you don't get any special perks. There's no extra content. It's just a way to say, hey, Amy, I really enjoy your videos. Thanks. I can spare $2 a month to buy you a cup of coffee for making all these videos or for writing those blog posts if you ever get back to blogging regularly. Or maybe you just follow me on Twitter and that adds something beneficial to your life in some way. And you want to just buy me a cup of coffee once a month. There are two other levels. There's $5 a month and $10 a month. And the $5 a month level is where you can have this once a week call. Once a week, every week, you could have a live Q&A, live chat discussion with me. So if you enjoy those, live YouTube Q&A sessions or AMA Ask Me Anything, you can have that every week for just $5 US per month. So that's like, let's say there's 4 weeks in a month, typically sometimes there's 5, 4 weeks in a month, we're looking at $1.25 an hour. For an hour to ask me questions and chat, $1.25. Now, again, just to be clear, it's not a one-on-one. It's not like a private consultation, but still, it's my time. It's chatting with the other people. It's a pretty small group right now that participates in the calls. Most of them are fairly advanced, but that's great because if you're newer, we can all chime in with advice and insights and experience that we've all gathered over the years or even just months we've been doing low carb or keto. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. There might be someone else on the call who knows something I don't. And let's see, so in addition to the weekly live call for $5, now before I move on, let me just clarify. If you can't attend live, all of the sessions are recorded, so you can still watch them after. It's a Zoom call. You don't have to have your camera on. You're welcome to you can actually call and just listen by phone, participate by audio, or you can use your computer or device and just have your camera off. You don't have to have your video on, so if you don't want your face seen or recorded, but the calls in general are recorded, so that way people who can't be there live can watch it anytime afterward. And if you don't want to watch, you could even just play it and just listen to the audio while you're out walking or mowing the lawn. Listen to it like a podcast. You don't have to watch the audio. It's just us sitting there talking to each other. There's nothing really special to see. And what else? Yeah, those calls are very fluid, very flexible. Unless I have a specific topic in mind that I want to talk to people about, it's kind of whatever people have questions about, whatever has come up in the keto sphere that week. Maybe there's a paper that came out recently that we want to discuss, that kind of thing. So, and you can submit questions ahead of time, or you can just ask them live. It's very casual, very fun, and $1.25 for an hour. So what else you get for the $5 level is I am going to get back to making a couple of videos that are patron only exclusive content. So here's my public YouTube channel, but if you are able to support me on Patreon for $5 a month, in addition to the weekly group call, you will get access to the patron only videos. And I used to make them, and then I kind of ran out of steam. I ran out of ideas, and I'm just going to commit to doing them more regularly because it's only fair. Really, $5 a month it's not a lot of money, but it's not nothing either. And so I recognize that for some people, an extra $5 it's not insignificant. So in addition to those calls, the least I can do is make some videos that are for you only and not for the public viewing. And they tend to be a little more ranty, a little more emotional. So some people specifically enjoy that. Some people are turned off by that. Depending on how you feel about it, you may or may not want that, but you're not required to watch the videos if you support me at $5. They're just there. You have access to them if you want to see them. So I'm actually going to record one of those later today. It'll be up on the channel later this week. So that's the $5 level. For the $10 level, you get my research review, my monthly research review. I was doing this a while ago, and then I stopped it when I changed the tiers, and I'm resurrecting it because I only recently made the weekly call available for $5. That used to be at the $10 level, but I want more of you to join. I would love to have more of you participate in those calls. Clearly you enjoy it because when I do it on YouTube, there's over 100 people watching. People are very engaging with it, asking lots of questions, leaving comments. You clearly like that, and you can have it once a week, every week. So I lowered the price for that to kind of lower that barrier to entry. Hopefully a lot more of you will come on. I would love to have you. The more people that are there and the more wide ranging the level of experience with keto or low carb, the more lively and wide ranging the discussion will be. And that benefits everybody, myself included. Okay, so that was the $5 level. So I had to give something else for the $10 level. Like I can't just leave those people hanging now. So I'm resurrecting the research review. And what that is I'm constantly reading the scientific literature on keto, low carb, nutrition and metabolism and health and food in general. And I might as well do something with the information I'm getting, or, insights I'm having, or new things I'm learning. So once a month, I'm going to post an audio file. I used to do it by video, but it's just me talking about a paper that I read that month. I will make it an audio file. So again, you can just download it or listen to it while you're out doing whatever else. And there's no specific number of papers. It could be anywhere from like 2 to 4 papers that I'll read and that I think are worth talking about, just depending on how many I get to that month or how many are interesting enough that I think are worth sharing. So I just constantly have a stack of papers that I'm getting through and then constantly adding to. So there's really no risk that I'm going to run out of papers to talk about anytime soon. So I'll do that. That's the $10 level. And at the $10 level, you have access to everything at the $5 level too. I mean, I think right now the $10 level is my top tier. But if I ever make anything above that, at every higher level, you also get everything at the levels below that. So if you do support me at the $10 level, you get the research review that's specific to the $10 level, but you also get access to that weekly call and the patron only videos. So that's it. I just wanted to tell you about that because really I see so many of you participating in the live AMAs and Q&As, and I think some of you aren't aware that you could have that every week. And again, if you're not able to participate every week, you can just watch the replay or listen to the replay. Right now, those group calls are Monday evenings at 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. So 6 p.m. Pacific Time, you know, those other times in between in Central and Mountain Times. If more and more people join and we come to a consensus that there's a different day or time that work best, or if I get a lot of people from overseas, I'm willing to have another call at some other time that works better. For now, they are Monday evenings at 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And that's it. There is a link below to check that out and see what's available. And, you know, the nice thing about Patreon is you can join and quit at any time. There's no, like, you have to sign on for 3 months or 6 months or a year. You could join, try it for 2 or 3 weeks worth of that call or videos. If you don't like it, you just quit. No big deal. You know, my YouTube is still free. Twitter's still free. My blog is still free. And that's it. Thank you so much. And next time I will just bring you more Keto Without the Crazy. See ya.